Every Friday over the past 5 years, I've permitted my students 30 minutes of free drawing. Post-session, I'd collect their artwork, and at the school year's end, each student would be gifted a binder showcasing their creative journey. This ritual, a personal favorite, allowed me to marvel at the imaginative output of their young minds week after week. That is, until a week arrived that would forever alter this tradition. It was a usual Friday. I had just collected the students' drawings and sat down at my desk. As I began flipping through them, a mysterious figure consistently made its appearance, woven into the crayon strokes and colored pencil lines. None of the children could explain the presence of this mysterious friend on their pages, and curiosity gripped my inquisitive mind. The figure was no ordinary imaginary friend. It bore a haunting resemblance in each drawing. A tall, shadowy silhouette with piercing eyes, the mysterious companion appeared in diverse settings, from vibrant rainbows to serene meadows. I couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to this shared creation than mere childhood whimsy. Determined to unravel the mystery, I began interviewing my young charges. Each child innocently insisted they didn't know where the mysterious figure came from. It just seemed to appear in their drawings. My search for answers led me to contemplate the possibility of an outside influence. Perhaps a story or an illustration that had captured their collective imagination. My investigation took an unexpected turn when I entered the school library. Armed with one of the children's drawings, I headed straight to the librarian, Mrs. Heller, a long-tenured elderly woman who had been with the school for decades. I showed her the child's drawing and asked if she'd ever seen anything like it. To my disbelief, she said she had. She pointed me toward an old book tucked in the recesses of the school library. The pages depicted a hauntingly familiar figure, the same one that had emerged in my students' drawings. The book, titled Whispering Shadows, was a forgotten tale filled with cautionary stories about a ghostly companion who appeared when children sought refuge in their imaginations. The connection sent shivers down my spine. How could an obscure book from the past influence the drawings of my young students? Diving deeper, I discovered that the book's author, a long-forgotten local artist named Eleanor Whitman, had a history entwined with the school itself. Mrs. Heller spoke of an old mural that Eleanor had painted in the kindergarten classroom decades ago, illustrating whimsical scenes and characters. The mural had been covered up during renovations, but the spirit of Eleanor's creations seemed to linger in the air. Driven by a growing sense of urgency, I petitioned the school administration to uncover the hidden mural. They refused, attributing the phenomenon to children discovering the library book. I was determined to find out if they were correct. The following Friday, during free drawing, I watched the students like a hawk, my eye moving from paper to paper. I collected the drawings as the children went to lunch and eagerly thumbed through them. To my astonishment, there was no sign of the mysterious figure, no piercing eyes, no silhouettes, just ordinary children's drawings. I locked the papers in my desk drawer and made my way to the cafeteria for lunch, pondering. Was the administration right? Were last week's drawings merely a passing trend among the children? Upon returning from lunch, feeling a sense of relief, I settled at my desk, opened the drawer and began retrieving the children's drawings to organize them into their binders. Glancing down, horror once again struck me. The figure had returned, sprawled across every child's paper in every scene. How? I wondered. The door and drawer were securely locked. It defied explanation. In that moment, I knew the only solution was to unveil the mural, with or without approval. Staying late after school, I gathered some supplies from the custodian's closet and began the process of revealing the long-forgotten mural, carefully peeling away the layers of paint until at last, the whimsical scenes emerged. And there, in the corner, stood the same mysterious figure that haunted my students' drawings. The revelation brought with it a chilling truth. Eleanor's haunting creation had transcended time, seeping into the collective consciousness of a generation of kindergarteners. The children, unknowingly tapping into the energy of the long-forgotten mural, had given life to the supernatural companion in their drawings. As the mural stood revealed, an aura of comfort replaced the familiar feeling of unease the past few weeks brought. The figure, once an enigma, became an almost guardian-like spirit, a timeless link between art, imagination, and the unseen. The children, subconsciously serving as conduits for this spectral connection, had inadvertently connected the threads of the past with the present. Over the next few months, a semblance of normality was restored. The mysterious figure remained within the mural's beautiful scenes, absent from the children's papers. The kids' binders continued their growth with each passing week. All appeared as it should, until one fateful Friday morning. As I arrived early to class, I was met with the unsettling sight of the maintenance crew painting over the ethereal mural from my classroom. I pleaded with them to stop, but they turned a deaf ear, muttered something about just following orders. That fateful day marked the end of the kids' beloved 30-minute drawing sessions, never to be experienced again. Shortly thereafter, I bid farewell to the elementary school, opting for a position in a different district. However, I couldn't part with the children's binders. They felt tied to the unsettling mystery. One evening, as I unwound with a glass of wine, I decided to revisit the binders. Upon flipping open the first page, a chilling realization gripped me. The ominous figure had resurfaced, yet, this time, it was different. The once vibrant rainbows and serene meadows had given way to scenes of terror and despair, hauntingly etched on every page in every binder. I quickly slammed the binders closed, stowed them away in a box, and shoved the box into a neglected corner of the attic, where it has remained untouched for years. Since that unsettling night, peculiar sounds from the attic have become a regular occurrence. Sounds I've tried to dismiss as mere rodents or tricks of an overactive imagination. Yet, in recent times, the whispering shadows have grown increasingly audible,